What are the pros and the cons of living in Haslet, Texas? That's one of the most common questions that I get from clients that are looking to move into the area. So if you're thinking about moving to Haslet or simply want to learn more about the city, this is a video for you. And you're going to want to stay to the end because some of these cons will not only surprise you, but can actually cost you money. Now, if we're just meeting, my name is Jaime Resendiz. Welcome to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, where you'll find real estate information that no one else is sharing with you. All right, so let's dig into it. Haslet, Texas is located north of Fort Worth and is about 25 minutes to downtown. Now, if you're trying to get to downtown Dallas, give yourself 50 minutes. Now, if you need to catch a flight at the DFW International Airport, that's about 30 minutes. Now, one of the biggest reasons that so many of our clients put Haslet on their short list of cities to consider is the housing options. There's a lot of new construction going up in Haslet right now from a lot of major builders. You're gonna have production builders, semi-custom builders, fully custom builders. You're gonna have it all. Now, with all of this new construction, it has moved the home values in Haslet considerably higher. Because Haslet is such a small town, all of these new builds that are coming into the area are going to be selling for top dollar. So raising that average home value higher and higher is not all that difficult to do. Now, although that's the case, something that's going to complement these housing options is the lower property tax rate. When you compare Haslet's property tax rates to other cities in the Metroplex, it's actually on the lower end, which is extremely valued to every Haslet resident given that you're paying property taxes every single year. Now, the second pro to Haslet is something that we alluded to earlier, and that's that small town feel. Haslet has but 2,500 residents right now. So yes, it's a tiny town that's growing extremely rapidly because of all of the growth that's going up in North Fort Worth. So while yes, in the next years, you will be going through some growing pains that we'll discuss here in the cons section coming up. However, you still have that small town feel right now. You still have that strong sense of community. You still have a school system where everybody's going to know each other. You'll still have the Friday night light scene. And for the most part, people are still looking out for each other. Now, if it sounds like I'm super biased towards small towns and I'm painting such a rosy picture about living in a small town, well, that's because I am. I am biased. I'll disclose that. I grew up in a town of 1,200 people. So when I see a town like this that has immediate access to DFW Metroplex, one of the largest metroplexes in the entire country, which actually brings us to pro number 3, and that's Haslet's location. This is, of course, the biggest driver of Haslet's growth, how close it is to downtown Fort Worth. Because you have a lot of individuals pursuing their careers in Fort Worth, yet they are not living in the city of Fort Worth, either because the budget just isn't there at the moment, or they just choose not to live in the city altogether. So of course, that's why Haslet's location and proximity to Fort Worth is so valuable. And it's not just access to Fort Worth. From Haslet, you have reasonable access to the rest of the DFW Metroplex because you're quickly able to access major highways to get you to where you need to go. And by the way, if you're finding value in this video, let me know that you're here by commenting Haslet down in the comment section. Because now we need to talk about some of the downsides. What are the cons of living in Haslet? Well, let's start off by undoing all of the goodwill that we just did when we were talking about its location. And the biggest downside to Haslet right now is the traffic. Now, here's the thing. Although it really is in a really good location, it's actually that location that works against itself. So you're gonna have a lot of single lane roads that are gonna get backed up during peak hours. So even right now, the infrastructure itself of Haslet is not really equipped to handle that. And as it continues to get landlocked by the rest of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, as it continues to grow, it's gonna continue to get worse. Well, let me rephrase that. It's gonna get worse before it gets better because eventually the infrastructure catches up. That small town that is growing exponentially quickly becomes a thriving suburb. So just be aware of that. You're going to see a lot of construction, especially on the roads in these coming years. Now, the second downside to living in a small town like this, and one that I feel very personally, is the limited things to do. You're not going to really have entertainment. There's not going to be shopping options. There's not going to be dining options. There's certainly not going to be a nightlife. That's just the name of the game. Now, of course, as Haslet grows and the surrounding communities continue to grow, then yes, you are going to have that investment into some additional entertainment options. Most of the entertainment and things to do at the present moment can be found in North Fort Worth. Now, the third thing to consider is something that gets overlooked and can get mighty costly, although it's something that you can't really prevent, and that's the extreme weather. Extreme weather in Haslet is a way of life. Expect thunderstorms, expect hail, expect wind damage, expect tornado sirens. Expect that. Now, of course, you cannot prevent extreme weather, but you can prepare. As an example, you can buy appropriate insurance for your house, your vehicle, and your belongings. Now, again, you're not going to be able to prevent extreme weather, but that preparation is going to be so valuable and it can save you a lot of money. Now, overall, the reason that so many of our clients end up going with Haslet over all the other cities is because of the housing options. The love of new build is a real thing. That small town feel and also the location. That's why we at the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel give Haslet a 3.9 out of 5. So if Haslet has piqued your interest and you want to learn more about the city, all the way back to when it was founded, check out this video right here. Or if you're ready to check out some Haslet real estate, check out our list of preferred homes linked down in the description.